What's going on, everyone? Welcome to episode 7. Episode 7 of the Potty Mouth Podcast. Just kidding. It's sports show. Welcome. Thursday, April 17th. We got a good amount of stuff to get to. This will be a playoff preview episode where I'm going to tell you who I think is going to take home the trophies, the Stanley Cup and the Larry O'Brien Trophy in the NBA. But first, let's do a little review, the week that was, right? So first things first, not because it's the biggest story, but because I just want to get it over with. Rory McIlroy wins his first ever Masters, gets the green jacket, gets the career Grand Slam. I believe he's the 6th golfer to do that, but I could be wrong about that. Not my forte. But last note on this. In typical Rory fashion, he drops the ball late, forgets to thank his wife in his speech. Good on you, Rory. Keep being Rory. So, that's our golf segment for the week. Rory gets his Masters finally. And in a shocking turn of events, he did not yell at the crowd to quiet down when they threw the jacket on him. So maybe he's getting more likable from non-golf fans like myself. But anyway, we move on to another fumbling, if you will. This one more literal. Vice President Vance was obviously in attendance for the Ohio State White House visit. And Vice President Vance, being from Ohio, you'd think he watched the game, knew that the trophy was multiple pieces. He did not. For some reason, he felt the need to manhandle this thing and fumble the base of the trophy. Also, while almost fumbling the trophy itself. Someone's not making the White House two-hand touch team. Jesus. So this was pretty brutal to watch. Lots of winces from the players. And Ryan Day was there in full dyed hair job and dyed beard job effect. Ear to ear grin on his stupid, punchable, rosy cheeked face. But hey, they didn't beat Michigan. But somehow they made the playoff and won it all. So congrats to no one in this situation. It's all bad. That is all on that White House report. If you're watching on YouTube, look at how J.D. Vance is manhandling. He's almost breaking his fingers holding that base. That is something. All right. From fumble to... I don't know where I'm going with that transition. From someone fumbling something to someone grabbing something, like the Dallas Wings grabbed Paige Becker's first overall in the WNBA. Damn it, I was going good until I mumbled-mouthed. But that was a good transition. You got to give me some credit for that one. From fumbling to grabbing, selecting, choosing. Paige Becker's first overall to Dallas. My girl, Anisha Morrow, she ends up in Phoenix. The Connecticut Sun, I believe. I got the Phoenix Suns and the Connecticut Suns. Phoenix Mercury, Connecticut Suns, Phoenix Suns. Wow, I've never done that before. Yeah, anyway, Haley Van Lith reunites with Angel Reese in Chicago. Just a little taste of what the WNBA draft was. Also, Paige Beckers signs a lucrative deal with Unrivaled, and she's going to be making more in like 1 year with Unrivaled, I believe, than she probably will like your whole friggin' career in the WNBA. Don't quote me on that, but it could be the case if you look at the financials of it all. But WNBA draft, it's becoming, one of those things where, fashion meets sports and people have their eyes on it. So congrats to Paige Beckers again for coming in first at something else. But this was widely assumed that she would be the first overall pick. So congrats to everyone who got drafted. We'll see how that all shakes out when the season starts. I'll be updating you guys on how she's doing, and Morrow and Van Lith, and we'll see if anyone, Azzy Fudd was there. So let's see who steps up out of that rookie class. All eyes will be on Paige for sure as she starts her career, and hopefully she stays healthy. She's good for the game. She's got a good personality, some celebrity attached to her name too. So good on that. And then another sport that I'm going to shove down your throat is soccer. And in the Champions League, we have 4 teams left. My Arsenal Gunners eliminated Real Madrid. PSG advances. Barca advances. Inter eliminates Bayern. So we have 4 teams left. Play will resume the end of April with these 2-leg semifinals. Arsenal versus PSG. So Arsenal gets out Mbappe, my personal best player in the world pick, over a still great but aging Messi. And I don't know what the hell Ronaldo's doing over in Saudi. I have no idea. Are those games even on? Can you even illegally stream those games? That is my question. I don't even know. I don't know who he's playing with. I don't know who he's playing against. Your guess is as good as mine. I asked me when he first went. I could tell you some stuff, but I don't know what Ronaldo's doing domestically over there, so who knows. I think it's time to get out of there if he wants to be a little more relevant, while Messi's on his way to probably winning some trophies with Inter Miami, but I don't know. So, yeah, Arsenal versus PSG will be one semifinal. The other will be Barca versus Inter. So we'll see if Arsenal can eliminate Mbappe, which they already did, and then take out his former team, his former lover, and then take on a loaded Barca team or a traditional powerhouse Inter team, who I have no love for, being a Milan fan myself too. So we shall see how this goes. I don't know. I'm not going to make picks because I got a dog in the race, and I don't normally have a dog in the race in that tournament. Not as of late. So, knock on wood that my team can pull that off. So, let's do a little soccer update. What I have next for you is the prediction part. Going to get into it. Going to get into the NBA playoff bracket first. So this is Thursday, so 2 teams are gone. We'll get into that in a second. So we know the 4 versus 5 in both conferences. We know the 3 versus 6 in both conferences. We have yet to learn the 8 seeds. We know the 2 versus 7s. So 1 versus 8, TBD. I'll give you my picks in a second. But let's get to what we know first. We have the 4 and the 5, both conferences. Dame Lillard is off the blood thinning medicine. I believe he's nearing a return, but I don't know. I think that's a lot to ask. Pacers have been playing very, very well. Pacers got good experience last year, making it all the way to the conference finals against the Celtics before ultimately losing to the current defending reigning champs. Give me the Pacers to knock off the Bucks in probably 6. Give me the Clippers in 7 to get past the Nuggets. Give me the Wolves in 6 over the Lakers. Give me the Pistons in 7 over the Knicks. Wild. Not Minnesota Wild, but give them going with some upsets early. Give me the Rockets to lose to number 7 seed Warriors in 6 games. Give me the Celtics in 5 games over the Orlando Magic. And let's just go there. We'll review what happened, but I'm going to predict that Memphis is the 8th seed. Going to say Thunder over Memphis. 6 games. Going to guess that the Heat knock off the Hawks. Cavs win in 5 games over the Heat, which would set up Cavs, Pacers. Give me the Cavs in 6. Pistons, Celtics. Give me the Celtics in 4. And then I'll go to the West. Give me the Clippers. Well, all right, so, sorry. Memphis will be facing the Thunder. What did I say? Thunder in 5? Thunder in 5. Thunder would then play the Clippers. Give me Thunder in 6 there. Give me the Golden State Warriors to knock off the T-Wolves in 5. In 5. It's probably going to go longer. Give me 5. Setting up now, we have Cavs, the 1 versus 2, and then we have the 1 versus 7 in the West. OKC, Golden State. Cavs, Celtics. Give me the Cavs in 7 in an all-time series. One that we should remember, but we probably won't, because the Stars and the Celtics are underwhelming with personality. And nobody watched the Cavs all year. Then give me, unfortunately, I think Jimmy Butler and Curry and Draymond, the old men, the 3 amigos, the 3 amigolds. I don't think they can pull it off. I think they would need a big man, a more impactful big man to bang down low with Hartenstein and oh my God, and Chet with OKC. So I'm going OKC versus the Cavs. OKC in 5 over the Cavs. I think this is OKC's year. I think they're deep. I think they have all the chemistry in the world. I've heard it said before, they play and look and feel like a college team. All you Knick fans that you think you have this power, friendship crap, no, look at what they're doing in OKC. They do the post-game press conference, post-game interviews together. They love it. They understand that SGA is their guy, but he doesn't interfere with the offense, and other people got theirs. And they have very, 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 very almost perfect complementary pieces around SGA with Jalen and Chet, Caruso. The team's deep. The team does it all. Does everything. So Bucks out early. Knicks out early. LeBron out early, which I'm probably wrong about that. That would be great if we get LeBron and Curry off the Olympic gold. Get LeBron versus Curry in the second round for the right to play probably OKC. I know people are big on the Clippers because Kawhi is playing well and he looks healthy, and they kind of caught fire late. But they have to beat Jokic, and we'll see what happens. And just because the coaching changed, Mikey Poo Malone, just because that, I'm going to say the Nuggets don't throw it all together in such a short period of time. Maybe I'm wrong, because Jokic is approaching, if he is not there already, he's approaching many Mount Rushmore status. Mount Rushmore's statuses. Wasn't an English major. Jokic is an all-time great. That's what I'm trying to say. So, all right, with that said, I probably should have done this the other way, but whatever. If you watched it, it was Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry putting on a show, but they needed every point. They needed every free throw. They needed every second, and some very bad and proven wrong calls by the refs late. There was a clean block late, if you know what I'm talking about, when Memphis went up for the layup and they called a foul, and what's his name, Podzinski, whatever. Great block, but ref called a foul. So I'm going to go, I'm going with Golden State to take this win. They needed to avoid less rest and the playing game versus now we know it's Dallas. But they needed that win. They needed to avoid OKC at all costs. They take on a very young, very well coached, but inexperienced Houston team. Got the 2 seed, young talent, very good coach. I don't know. So we'll see. I think Golden State will improve and make a run here. I just don't think they can take out the Thunder. But anyway, they eliminate Ja, who got hurt, left that game very late. They beat. They eliminate Memphis. I'm all over the place. They eliminate Memphis from the 7 spot contention. So now Memphis gets to play Dallas for the 8 seed. 27 points out of AD, who's late return in the season for this play-in. It sealed the Sacramento Kings' fate with Zach LaVine and them boys. So Sacramento's gone. Goodbye. They've gone fishing, if you know the TNT inside the NBA game or segment. So Dallas advances to the 8 seed play-in game. They will play Memphis. My pick is Memphis based on defense and depth. And they have a ton of size. Not that Dallas doesn't, but they have a ton of size too. But Zach Edey running around there trying to play against a smaller lineup was interesting for Memphis. Yes, that Zach Edey from Purdue. So there we have it. We have Memphis, Dallas for all the marbles, meaning for the right to lose to OKC. In the East, Orlando dismantled Atlanta. Atlanta gets bounced down to the 8 seed play-in game. This is a word salad, huh? Not a good one. My Bulls gone. Tough to beat a Spo team, a Spoelstra team 4 in a row. Not many, if any, have done that I can think of. So the Heat again eliminate Chicago in the play-in game. That's a fun, reoccurring nightmare for me. Tyler Hero, 38 points, matches Jimmy Butler's output, and Curry had 37 in that play-in game. So Heat will now play Atlanta in Atlanta for the right to lose to the Cavs. But this Heat team can get hot. I don't think they can win a series, but I'm picking Tyler Hero, Tyler Hero to do it, to team up with Bam and eliminate Ice Trae Young. And that will lead us to the NHL. Speaking of brackets and predictions, there's one night left in the NHL season. That is tonight. But the playoffs are set in stone. And for some reason, if you're looking on YouTube, you know why the reason. They do a bracket challenge now on NHL.com, and we really get matchups way too early in the NHL playoffs. If they just did a true 1 through 8 and didn't do it by conference and stuff, like we're getting Dallas and Colorado in the first round. That could easily be a Western Conference Finals matchup if they did it a different way. So anyway, this is what we get. We get Winnipeg to host the last team in the West, the St. Louis Blues. Winnipeg will bounce them, and probably 4 or 5. Dallas, Colorado, that's got 7 games, I think, unless Colorado just is too much to handle. But Dallas is so good and deep. Give me Dallas in 7. And then we have the Pacific, right? We have Vegas, who will take care of Minnesota in probably 5. And we have Kings Oilers. Kings Oilers probably go long. Give me 6 or 7 there. Give me the Oilers just because they have the best player, the 2 best players in that series, really. Give me the Oilers in 6 over the Kings. I will go over to the East. Maple Leafs Get the overall number 1 seed, home ice, right? Oh, no, that was Washington. Sorry, I apologize. Winnipeg got the President's Trophy. 1 seed in the Atlantic was Toronto. That's what I meant. President's Trophy, again, goes to Winnipeg. The overall number 1 seed in the East was Washington. So, the Maple Leafs get the first wild card, which will be Ottawa. Give me the Maple Leafs in 4-5. And then a great series again. And it mirrors, even on this image, if you're watching on YouTube, it mirrors Dallas, Colorado. We have Tampa Bay, Florida. Give me Florida in 6. They're the better team now. They were banged up. That's why they didn't finish above Tampa. Give me Washington to make. Give me the Habs to be feisty. Give me Washington in 6. Give me the Devils. Carolina is tough to call. That's a good series. That's a very good series. But Carolina, much like the Tar Heels, has underperformed as of late in the playoffs. So give me the Devils. Give me the Devils in 7 to take out the Canes. All right, let's finish up the West here now. So Winnipeg, Dallas. Give me Dallas in 6. Give me Vegas over Edmonton in 6. Give me Dallas over Vegas in 5. That's probably crazy to say. Give me Dallas to make the Stanley Cup Finals. Give me Florida to take out Toronto. Give me the Devils to take out Washington. Ovechkin's story is over. Give me the Devils to knock off the Panthers in 7. I don't know why. Give me Dallas versus the Devils. Give me Dallas in 6. Maybe 5. Give me Dallas in 5 to win the Stanley Cup Final over the Devils, who knock out Ovechkin and who knock out a banged-up Panthers team. I don't know. It could easily be Panthers Knights again and Panthers in 6 or Vegas in 7, or it could be Avalanche over the Caps in 5. Who knows? But I'm going Dallas over the Devils in 5. Boom. Terrible. I hate it. Wouldn't bet it. I would not touch that in Vegas. Speaking of Vegas and millions and people wanting their money, Nico, I'm going to leave you. Nico, I'm leaving you. Quarterback, Tennessee. Wanted more money. And Heupel and Tennessee over there and the collective, as people call it, the collective. They said, no, we don't do that. Hit the road, Jack. This has caused an uproar with fans and pundits and TV hosts and radio hosts. And this is the new world of college football and NIL and all this. Rumors are he wants like $4 million. I think he was getting $2 million. I don't know if these numbers are accurate. No, I don't think anyone knows. But who knows what's going on. Latest with him is I think he's talking to UCLA. Maybe UCLA has some money for him. Deshaun Foster over there. I don't know. So we'll see. Not the worst Nico in sports, though. Because, again, Nico, the GM of Dallas, of the Mavs, they're still alive. Because AD and Clay combined for 50 points against Sacramento last night. But that Nico is getting the Fire Nico chance. And I believe I said it before. It's happening all over Dallas. It is happening at medieval times. But if it's happening in medieval times, I understand fans are furious and hurt and angry and they want their Luka back, but you got to step it up. Medieval times actors and actresses, you got to step it up. You can't let your performance be overshadowed by a Fire Nico chant. Let's be honest here. Anyway. Speaking of step it up or step it out, There's more Aaron Rodgers drama. Apparently, paid for his own flight to go back to New Jersey, New York, just to be told they don't want him back. I don't know. I've heard people say he was crying on McAfee today, or whining was probably the better word, complaining, criticizing. I don't know. I'm so sick of talking about him. Unless just retire, or please go sign with Pittsburgh so we can talk about on-field shit. On-field Aaron Rodgers shit. That's what I want to talk about if I'm ever going to talk about him again. But Aaron Rodgers went on Pat McAfee, and he was really, really angry with Aaron Gwen. But yeah, saddle up, buddy. Take a number that you were mishandled by the Jets. Come on, what do you think was gonna happen? What do you think was gonna happen? You were signed with the Jets. It was always gonna end bad, buddy. The Warplanes are the worst. The Warplanes are the J.D. Vance holding the trophy of the NFL. They fumble it all. All right. From a possible goodbye, because he's still contemplating retirement, to a definite goodbye. Lee Corso, after almost 40 years on college game day, is saying goodbye in August. I'm glad it's happening this way. I'm glad he's going out on his own terms, and we didn't get a total health issue with him having to leave the show abruptly or mid-season. I know he's been in and out of that lineup, I'll call it, past few years, with health concerns and all that, and it's a lot to ask for him to travel across the country and through all these states and all these campuses. Lee Corso, only thing I have against you, buddy, is the most picked headgear by you has been Ohio State. Come on. It's because were you going to, probably because they went to every freaking Franklin game, every Penn State game, so he had to pick Ohio State. But the most picked headgear has been Ohio State, second Alabama, third LSU, baby. LSU third most. Then Florida and Oregon, I believe, round up the top 5, had most selected headgears worn by Lee Corso on college game day. We will miss you, buddy. And to honor that for the YouTube audience, putting up a picture of Lee Corso and myself, a very younger me. This is in New Orleans with my college buddies, my LSU brethren, when we literally ran into Lee Corso the day of the national championship game, 2011 BCS game, LSU Bama, in the Superdome. Mercedes-Benz Superdome, is it now? Or I don't even know what it's called now. Where the Saints play, I'll say that. Literally ran into him the day of. He was like, hurry up. He was like backpedaling before we took that picture because he was probably running late to get to make hair and makeup or some shit. But he took the time for the picture, and we have this forever. So, Lee Corso, thanks for the picture. Thanks for the memories. No thanks for taking Ohio State so many times. But they were probably playing like a hot Minnesota team with an awful Big Ten for many, many years. Or like a maybe they can find an aerial threat Wisconsin team. But Lee Corso, thank you for your service since 1987. You will be missed. Interested to see if the headgear continues. Will it be McAfee, or do they pay McAfee so much money that you're not gonna cover that face? Do they drag along like Kelsey for personality, which I wouldn't love that. Interested to see where they go. Do they do a fan vote for headgear to throw on McAfee? I don't know. I don't know much, but I do know something. This has been episode 7 of the Sports Rules. Please like, follow, share, subscribe, comment. What do you think about Rory? What do you think about Paige Becker? Do you think she's going bust. Comment, share, subscribe, do what you gotta do to get more of me. Please follow me on all socials at Sports Roast Pod. Until next week, enjoy.